Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Chris here with BNFX with a New York Open video for Wednesday, the 23rd of March. Thanks for joining me here. Just giving you guys a glimpse of my market sentiment and kind of where the currencies stand right now. Right now, still the dollar is the strongest right now, with Fed officials lining up behind that bigger 50 basis point hike. Also, we're seeing some jawboning here with Foreign Minister Lavrov against the EU and NATO. So that's obviously souring sentiment a little bit with the euro. The only other piece was, there were stronger than expected inflation data, but the sentiment soured, and that brought the pound down as well. So that's kind of what you have going on for today. You can kind of see a heat map of currencies for me right now. The yen recovered a little bit on global yield drop and the market sentiment, but other than that, not a heck of a lot going on. Oil price is still pretty strong from what I glanced here. I want to take a look at the markets and see where we're at. You can see 200-point drop for the Dow. VIX is up, so volatility slightly up right now. Oil prices are at 114.31. That's just ridiculous. Gold up 1933. So it's definitely a risk off day is what it feels like, and a strong oil day. So unless some news changes, that's gonna impact this right now. So those are the big things that we have going on. We didn't have a lot of trades over the last couple of days. We had a Euro CAD trade, and it kind of went sour, obviously, as this renewed fear in the markets and oil prices spiking again. There was a reprieve with this on talk of oil caps by the EU, and that's what kind of prompted me for that Euro CAD trade. But obviously, you can see it hasn't really, stopped the move here, and there's a CPC pipeline disruption. So that's the big news piece that could definitely impact it. Just be careful with that when there's a pipeline disruption or something along those lines. By the time the news comes out to us, you're near the top of the trend. So just be careful with that. But other than that, I'm going to take a look and see if we can find anything else here. Like I said, dollar still really strong. Maybe a bounce for the US yen. That might be a good trade. In fact, let's take a look at that chart and see what we have here. All these alerts here. Some of this stuff here for you. So yeah, we have a nice little move here. You can see the drop. You can see it's starting to make higher lows. So we could see a nice little retracement, actually. And from this nearest run, let's take a look at the fib and see where we're at. Yeah, just below the 61.8 fib. You've got this area of volume. And once again, if you can see the impact on the yen, there's nothing really market moving there. Just a ton of bars here. Ton of pin bars here. So a lot of fighting on this level. So you got to just remember when there's a little bit of a downtrend, to switch directions, there has to be a lot of volume here. There has to be a lot of interest. So if this thing confirms to maybe above the 50 level, we'd be interested in taking it to the top here. So, once again, this first bar hasn't printed yet. Let's see what happens. and see if this follows through. But it looks solid. So like I said, one thing you want to look at is you see this, the trend here after it got stopped in its tracks here right around the 160 level, 120.60 level. It's been trying to fight through all that volume, and it can't even make lower lows. So that's a really encouraging sign for us. I mean, you could probably keep this stop tight down to maybe like 120.54, and that would give you a very, very good reward to risk right now. In fact, let's take a look at that. So if we were to take the trade now, let's say we put it down to 54. Yeah, see, your reward to risk would be at least 2.4 to 1 here. So if you risked 1%, you'd be looking at 2.4% profit target here. So, you know, once again, the bar hasn't printed yet, so don't get caught early into it. You don't want to get, you know, sucked into a reversal. But let's see what happens here over the next couple bars. But US yen definitely on, sentiment matches, and it's a juicy reward to risk. All right, so we will I'll share with you if this goes through here shortly, and let's see if we can make some money. All right, mahalo.